Oh, this is Pastor Haleo, and this is my last assessment number 12, and just going over crafting a role life. Just got off a phone with one of my members, and his brother had passed away, and he was coming to the church, and just not an easy situation to deal with. But it just got me thinking. I about how important it is that we prioritize our lives, and how important this assignment really is and what it means to me. Over the last months, as we've been developing crafting our role life, and I was going back through the chapters and working on my assignment, this took some of my time, which is, normal life happens. And, I was thinking about how important relationships are, and how we need to, what we give our time into, what we invest into. Many times we invest into things that consume our time, but it doesn't mean that it's really that important. And really, my reflection on this was how important it is to invest in people, how important it is to take that time to love people and fulfill the commandment of God to love people and to be there for people when needed. And that's really what the church should be. That's really what leaders should be, is servant leaders. Because you never know what someone's going through. You never know how hard they are having it. And I think that it is so important first to just really recognize where value is. Value isn't in things. Some people invest their whole life in trying to get more and more and more and more, and then when it comes to it, they don't have anything at the end of it. Because when we go on, what we have, we leave behind anyways. And what is really important is people. Passing that on, sowing the goodness of God in them, sowing love into them, sowing forgiveness into them, and passing on that which Christ has placed in our hearts, giving that to someone else. And I think that first, that's what is most important, is investing in people. Second, time. Where do I manage my time? Where am I giving that? And that's the next thing that I have. This video is a little bit hard for me. I do apologize. I'm not as organized in it. This kind of should dealing with things like this isn't easy in pastoring, but it's so important to prioritize our time. We only have so much time within a day, and so much time within a month, and so much time within a year. And if we don't use that time wisely, we're like a blue collar worker who wins the lottery and just spends it on everything, not realizing that sooner or later that money's going to run out. And time in our life also runs out, comes down to nothing if we don't use it rightly. And I think it's so important that we do invest our time in our families, and in what we find important, our time with God. And do that. It's just super important. And also, thirdly, just something I was thinking about too, is just taking that time to just take care of ourselves too. Mentally, physically, exercise. and spiritually. You stand in prayer. And, because it's so easy to take care of everybody else and not take care of ourselves. I was visiting with a friend this morning that, he pastors a large church. So 1,500 members, I think. Has 5 campuses. And he was talking about how some of the difficulties they've had in their ministry and what it's taken to get the church thriving, and how he had invested time into people that really didn't really come to anything, and how he at times had neglected himself. And it's so important that we don't do that. We don't waste our time or not take care of ourselves mentally and physically, and spiritually, and invest time or invest in things that really don't come to nothing. So clearly I would like to state that it's so important, first, that we prioritize our relationships. First, it must come with God and our family, things like that, and invest in people as Christians. Second, that we are wise with our time. And thirdly, to take care of ourselves. We have to have the rest. We have to exercise and be in prayer and have zeal. Now, like I said, this video did catch me off guard a little bit, so I do apologize if I was organized in my thoughts but got off track a little bit. But I just want to thank Evangelical Seminary for everything in this and my prayers are with each one of the students and working together. I'm looking forward to this time, and I'm really just thank you for all your guys' encouragement and your counsel and everything. Thank you.